Hey guys, what's up? So the next poem I'll be reading is 1303, and this is called Don't Downsize These Words. Just because I post a selfie in my underwear or like to show skin doesn't mean I'm promiscuous. It doesn't mean you have the right to downsize these words. People have so many faces. That's what makes them real. So don't judge a book by its cover. Read the pages. Besides, that's what's more important. Don't downsize these words. Don't you think about it. I've earned this spot. Don't you dare disrespect my flow. I've been doing this for a hot minute. I've lost count how many I've written, but you don't even bother to acknowledge what I do, only looking at the cover. And I couldn't possibly have written any of these pages because I post selfies in my underwear. So, Andy, tell me, how could the world ever take you seriously? Don't confuse me with any of these basic hoes that have nothing to stand for but body and muscles. There's so much more than meets the eye. But of course, you're not listening. You're not reading. Yes, if I wrote it, I meant it. If I wrote it, I meant it. If I wrote it, I meant it. Everything about me is authentic, but you don't believe it. I'm far from perfect, but I know where I came from and how hard it is, the struggle to make a dream a reality. I'm throwing pages, over 1,000 pages in the air. Don't even think of talking shit. I've earned this crown. Don't you dare fucking disrespect my words. I've been doing this since I've been 17. I've lost count how many words I've come up with since. You're my friend, yet you don't even bother to subscribe. Only looking at the cover, still waiting for a new selfie. And I couldn't possibly have written any of this because I post selfies showing skin. So, Andy, tell me, how could the world ever take someone like you seriously? What I write doesn't reflect in a photo. Besides, if you ever knew me, you would see I'm probably one of the most shyest people you'd ever meet. You're laughing, thinking it's hard to believe. Yes, in my kingdom of poetry, I'm a god, a king, a warrior, the strongest person you would ever meet. And yet, these two people, side by side, are still me. A person has so many different sides. You just have to wait for it. If I wrote it, I meant it. If I wrote it, if I wrote it, I meant it. Everything about me is authentic. What else do you want? Don't you think about it. I've earned this spot. One day my name will go down in English literature history. Don't you dare disrespect my words. I bet you wouldn't even fit into my shoes. I've been doing this for a hot minute. I lost count how many I've written, but you don't even bother to acknowledge what I do, only looking at the cover. And I couldn't possibly have written any of these pages because I post selfies in my underwear. So Andy, tell me, yes, we all want to know. So curious, how could the world ever take you seriously? Well, I don't know how many times I have to say this. So just in case, for those who missed it, if I wrote it, I meant it. If I wrote it, I meant it. If I wrote it, I meant it. Everything about me is authentic. So downsize me or any of these words, you can't.